So today we are going to test speed on these things. We're going to go ahead and do a quick video edit on the same program on each of these and see which one is faster. Let's go. Okay, I got all three phones right here in front of me. I got the Automagic V3, the Vivo X Fold 5, and the Samsung Z Fold 6. All three have the Gen 3 chip in it. There's one difference between the three of these, and that is the Vivo has 16 gigabytes of RAM, where the other two are 12. So let's see if that makes a difference. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clear out and make sure there is nothing running in the background on all of these. And we're going to X those out and make sure everything is not going. Okay, double check both those. Okay, nothing in the background. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an app called PowerDirector on each of these. And I'm going to import the same video. And we're going to do the same edits. And then we're going to find out how quickly they can render this video short that I'm creating. And we'll put up on YouTube today. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up a new project on all these, and the project is the same right here, and we are going to just tell them to load it. There we go. Now the project is ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and add captions on all these. So now here I'm going to go ahead and hit tools on each of them, and we are going to select auto caption. And with the auto caption, I like to do this bubble on each of them, and let's see if we can get them all to go at the same time. And wish I had a third hand. So let's see if we can get them going all at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go. There we go. We hit them all at the same time, and they're just trucking along. And it looks to me like they're all pretty much neck and neck. It's hard to really tell which one's going faster than the other. We may have to just do a slow-mo on this to see who finishes first. But they're both in the 80s. Now they're both in the 90s. And, okay, the Vivo finished first. Now, there you go. That's probably due to the 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's a little faster. They all have the same 8 Gen 3 processor, so we can't claim anything on processor speed. So all three of them did it at the same time. Now export, but let's just real quick make sure they all did fine. Looks like they all recorded it, no problem. Now all we're going to do is go ahead and export it. And on all of them, we're going to do this same export, which is full HD 1080p, because that's all they'll allow you to do in shorts. I'm not going to name it right now. I'll fix all that later. So we're just going to go ahead and produce it, but we're going to make sure they all have the same setting, and I want them all to be high quality. This one we need to go best quality on all of them, so they're all set for the same. So now we're going to do that producing and see who renders the video faster. 1, 2, 3, go. And they're off and running, and it looks like the Automagic looked like it had a head start, but we've got the Vivo is catching up. But who's kind of lagging behind? Look at that. That's the Samsung, and I believe because they do throttle their chips quite a bit, and we got some throttling going on. So there's no really excuse here. They all have the same 8 Gen 3 chip. So I'm not quite sure why Samsung is falling so far behind. These other two are going about twice the speed of Samsung. This is crazy, folks. I didn't expect this whatsoever. This is the first time I ran this test with the three of them together, and they are just blowing away Samsung. Something's got to be wrong, don't you think? Something's just got to be wrong for Samsung's flagship foldable to be going so slow. I may have to run this a test again and see what's going on. But as you can see here, it looks like the Vivo is pulling out ahead, so 16 gigabytes of RAM does make a difference. And we can see it right here, folks. The Vivo is going to actually finish processing first. And there you go. It is done. And next, right behind it, should be the Automagic V3. There we go. And the Samsung is not even halfway done. I'm kind of shocked. I don't know what's going on here. There's nothing wrong in the running in the background. You saw me do the same thing to all three. I'm going to have to run this a test again because I can't hardly believe this. So I need to speed through this to get this thing done, because this is only at 50%. This is crazy. Wow. Finally, now this took a long time. It literally took several minutes longer. So we're going to have to reboot this thing. I'm going to see if I can't run this test again and see what happens. Hang on. We'll get right to it. Okay, let's do this again. We're going to verify that everything is closed. That's the only app that's open. And we're going to go ahead and close everything once again on this one. And we are going to close everything on this one. So let's just go one step further on the Samsung. Let's go ahead and tell it to optimize. So there we go. We are optimized. Now let's go ahead and open up the program again. So here we are. We are going to go ahead and do this again. I'm going to go ahead and open up the project that we started here, and we will just take that one and we will export it once again. We're going to try this one more time. Export. They all are on full HD, 1080p, all at max, and they're all at 30 frames per second. Everything's set the same, as you all can see, right? So here we go one more time. Let's see if we can get all three going at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go. There we go. They're all running at the same time. Now Samsung seems to be doing okay. It's at 5%, 6%. No, the other two are taking off way ahead of it. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Maybe there's an optimization problem, or maybe Samsung put out an update that slowed it down so that you'll go for the Z Fold 7. Who knows? But this is crazy. This is slow. Again, they are all on the same 8 Gen 3 chip. So it was not a fallacy. We went ahead and rebooted it, trying it again, and you can see it is falling way behind. This is crazy, unheard of, and totally surprising. Now I really can't wait to get that Z Fold 7 and see what happens when I do this same test. For me, this is real world testing. I do this all the time to make my shorts because it's so easy to get it to put in the subtitles through this app, and it's really quick typically. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with Samsung. There you go. The X3 finished, or X5 finished faster, and the V3 just now finished. So I'm excited to see what happens when I get the Honor Magic V5. It should pull out ahead in this test with the Elite chip, and so should the Z Fold 7. And this poor Z Fold 6 is still struggling. It's at 56%. I'm going to save us all the pain, and we know that's really bad performance. Well, there you have it, an epic battle between the Honor Magic V3 and the Vivo X Fold 5. And of course, we've got Samsung, who tried to place here, but just kind of couldn't keep up. Now, I'm going to cut a little bit of slack because they put that One UI 7 on here, and maybe it just wasn't quite ready for prime time. Maybe it's stressing it out when you do high-performance things such as video rendering, and it just couldn't hack it. Hopefully, we'll have that all worked out with the Z Fold 7 and One UI 8. But for now, we know that 16 gigs of RAM does make a difference from 12 gigabytes of RAM, which is really the only difference between these two phones as far as hardware. So that would be my thought on why this did perform a little faster. Now, are those speed difference make a difference during a daily use? No, I wouldn't think so. So I wouldn't let that be a decision maker for you, because they both run fairly fast and pretty much neck and neck. Now, why this makes a difference for me is, I do create shorts on my phones just because it seems to be simpler. And of course, the faster, the better. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Did I do a fair test? Is there another test that you want me to run on these phones and others? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Now, I did do a full battle between these two phones, or a comparison anyway, between these two phones. If you want to check that out, here's the video right here. Now, of course, I've got lots of other content for you to view. So if you haven't already, you want to make sure you subscribe to the channel. So until next time, have a wonderful day, and God bless.